Kind of have them just lined up here.
We're gonna come up here.
Yeah, then I'm gonna take the girls out as well.
Okay.
So like the best action shot would kind of be like where that blue dot is this way.
Hold on, I'm on the ice.
Yeah. So be very careful.
I'm like, oh Jesus.
Start of the year. It's been a huge part of our program this year, which we had to have the last few. We started the season out, as everyone knows, 0-7. And Tyler was a big impact to help us turn the season around. He's a heavy machinery mechanic, works for Cat. We wish him all the best. Next we have Nick Goodwin. Everyone knows Nick. Big offensive star for us the last few years. He's a student of business at NCC. We wish Nick all the best in his career. Thanks again, boys. As they're known by their teammates, they kill penalty after penalty for us. They sacrifice game after game in that situation for us. They've been true leaders for our program for the last few years, on and off the ice. And I can't imagine starting next year when they're putting the lineup. But both of them are amazing two guys. And Banks. He's not here tonight. He's gone to Dow for biology and we're going to work for the fisheries next year. Wish him all the best in his career. Moik's is a beekeeper. And he's really good at it until he gets stung every once in a while. But we wish him all the best. Anyway, everyone put their hands together for these guys. We really appreciate it.
Oh dear God, I didn't play much. I didn't realize I was going out on the ice.
Neither did we.
Oh yeah,
Until tonight.
that's funny. Yeah, at least you had carpet. I'm like, oh my God, thank God it was dry. I got my winter boots on. I have to recommend these now. These are wonderful. What grip they have? They're Colombia's. Oh yeah. When I came to the pitch, I was with my sneakers. I was gonna die.
Welcome to the second to last game of the season for the Valley Maple Leafs in the Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League. Tonight, the East Hants Penguins and the Valley Maple Leafs. Devin Marg was in there on a break, and a nice save there is made by Graydon Mole. It's been quite a season for the Leafs as they started out 0-7-0, but since then they've gone 10-10-1. And if just hadn't been for that bad start, we could have been playing for a playoff berth here tonight. But so be it. It happens in hockey. But the Leafs are ready to go, and they're going to play the first place East Hants Penguins here tonight. They've had some good games and some bad games against the Penguins this year. Their last outing in East Hants, it would have been 2 weeks ago tonight. They were hammered by the Penguins 10-1, but they've had a couple of close ones with the Penguins here at Hants Exhibition Arena this year. One where they come back on the Penguins, but such be the case. And then they finished their home season off against the Capstone Colts, the second place Colts, on Sunday night here at the John Parrish Jr. Arena in Windsor. We've got a 0-0 tie. We just started, 18:47 to go here in the opening period. The Maple Leafs bid adieu to 3 overage players at the beginning of the game, and Kendall Loikel, who was a penalty killer like you would not believe this season. Here come the Leafs now. The Leafs taking a shot. That's Goodwin, and he's another guy that's going to be playing his last 2 games for the Maple Leafs this weekend. And also Tyler Thomas. So those are the 3 overagers that will not be back with the Leafs next year. Quite an impressive resume for Nick Goodwin, or not for Nick Goodwin, but for Kendall Loikel, as he's going into fisheries at Dalhousie, already in fisheries, and doing some type of fisheries science at Dalhousie University. So it looks like a very promising career for Kendall Loikel. There's the Leafs, Aiden McLeod, who's come aboard here lately. Another save by Mole. The Penguins controlling it in the Leafs' end. Hayes takes a shot. Another save by Mole. Nothing really on the line for East Hants tonight as they've wrapped up first place in the league standings. They're 24-4 for 48 points, and they will finish the season in Sackville on Monday. The only 2 positions in the league that aren't known yet are the positions for third place. Port Hawkesbury and Member 2 still fighting for third in the row division, while Sackville and the South Shore still fighting for third in the Fred Fox division. There's the Leafs. They have it in the Penguins' end. There's a shot, goes over to the front of the net, but nobody could quite pick it up quite plainly enough, and it's cleared out by the Penguins. Tyler Thomas, he's the 3rd overager that will not be returning. Tyler joined the team in mid-season and has played very impressively. There we have Jasper Fitch coming up along the boards. Shoots it in, but is picked up by the Penguins. Penguins try to get a long pass ahead to Hines, and Hines is checked to the blue line by Thomas. Shoulder-to-shoulder hit. And here come the Leafs. Leafs trying to sneak between the Penguins' defense, but no success there. And here come the Pens. Finley Diab, but he couldn't get past center ice, and it's dumped back into the Penguins' end. And here comes Pierce for the Penguins to McNamara. McNamara, one of the overagers for the Penguins. He was recognized as well. The teams are fighting for it along the boards. Maple Leafs controlling it behind their net. And they try to start out with it, but to no avail. Graydon Mole has made 3 nice saves to begin the game here. There's the Pens that they're just inside their blue line. Pens have it. That's McQuaid that has it on the point. McQuaid dumping it in. And the Leafs get it, try to clear it out, but to no avail. Back to the Pens blue line, and a shot goes. And the Leafs still can't clear it out. The only other game in the league tonight is Sackville Blazers at the Capstone Colts. There's the Pens. Another save by Mole. McLeod tried to get a hold of it, but to no success. Oh, it's getting that time of year, though. Playoff hockey. Four nations face off with the NHL, and then, of course, we've got the Junior League playoffs starting next week. The Atlantic University College hockey sports beginning, university sports beginning next weekend as they wrap up their season tonight. So just a fantastic time of year, playoff hockey in the in Nova Scotia. And East Hants, they missed the net going in. It appears now as if East Hants, well, I say appears because we still don't know who fourth place is going to be, but it'll either be East Hants playing Sackville or the South Shore in the first round. I know the Penguins are still probably thinking back that if they play the South Shore again, they had a 3-0 lead over the South Shore last year, and the Lumberjacks came back to win 4 in a row to go on to the league championship final against Antigonish, where they lost to the Bulldogs in 6 games. Some good news this week in the Nova Scotia Junior League as we watch the Maple Leafs and the Penguins control the puck here. Pens clear it out over their blue line. I'll bring you up to date here on this bit of news in just the next whistle. They're chopping away at the puck. There's the Maple Leafs. They can still, they can still come out of it with 12 wins if they can beat the Pens tonight and the Colts on Sunday. But I was about to say about some news this week. We thought the Don Johnson Cup for 2025 was a no-go after Kensington said they could not host it. Newfoundland had pulled out, and they have now been fined. They will know. They said it was too expensive for Newfoundland to come over. So Newfoundland is not participating this year. But tip your hats to Kent County, New Brunswick. We've got a penalty coming up here as East Hants player, number 11, was slammed into the boards. And we've got, just going to check on that. And number 4 for the Maple Leafs. Going to the and here come the Leafs shorthanded. Dylan Manny going in, shoots. Oh, misses the net. A wide open breakaway. Dylan Manny, who's been quite an addition to the Leafs as well this year. Great chance here to put the Leafs up 1-0. The Pens on the power play for another minute 33. There's a shot, but it goes wide. Penguins player falls down. Leafs digging for it. The Pens controlling. It goes over to Vino. Vino has it. He slips it across to Camo. And then it goes back to Vino and back out to Camo and over the stick and back it down into East Hants end. I mentioned it'll be Kent County, New Brunswick, hosting the 2025 Don Johnson Cup. And instead of Newfoundland coming, there's now going to be 2 Nova Scotia teams. Oh, what a move by Marr. Devin Marr, the league's leading goal scorer, and that's the second big opportunity that he's missed here in the opening period. My apologies, that's Rigotti that missed that. And Jacob Rigotti has more than proved his worth for the Penguins this year. There's the Penguins coming out in front. And a shot, Mole, nice save. Graydon Mole has been a lifesaver for the Leafs this year. He's been played tremendously. He's had a couple of rough outings, but overall, every game he's played, the Leafs have been there. And won a fair number of them. The Leafs clear it out. There's 9. He goes in. And Fenton Boudreau's not in nets tonight for the Penguins. That was Nathan McCausland that got the boarding penalty for the Leafs at 12:25. And in nets tonight for the Penguins is Will Shields. Boys, tell you, when the Nova Scotia egg farmers of Nova Scotia, they've been a kind sponsor to the Nova Scotia Junior League this year, presenting 2 dozen eggs a week to the Player of the Week in the Row Division and the Fred Fox Division, and also 5 dozen eggs to the Player of the Month. And it's not hard to tell when you have a team that's 24-4 for 48 points, and you don't get a chance to get around, but handling some communications for the league this year, I brought 24 dozen eggs to the John Parrish Jr. rink in Windsor tonight, and the boys were quite happy. Devin Marr was saying that he needed eggs for breakfast in the morning. I said, Devin, don't worry about it. There's 2 dozen here for you, because he was chosen Player of the Week here a couple of weeks ago. So Devin Marr didn't have to worry about his breakfast. And Fenton Boudreau, who had just a spectacular start to the season, he's taken home 9 dozen eggs. And Alex Field is another player for East Hants who had a couple of real hot weeks and also earned Player of the Month honors back in November. And he's taken home 7 dozen eggs tonight. So the boys are going to be having some scrambled eggs and some omelets for a while. But we're back to play in the Leafs end. Mole picks it up to the side of the net there and clears it away. I'll get back to the Don Johnson Cup in just a minute. There's the Leafs. Thomas has it. He dumps it in. And it's shot out by East Hants. And it's got to be an icing call there. So getting back to the Don Johnson Cup for 2025, it's going to be, whoever plays in the league championship for the province, it's going to be the 1 and 2 teams going to Kent County from the 22nd to the 27th of April. There's going to be 2 New Brunswick teams. Likewise, the 2 teams that contest for the provincial championship and Kensington. So, there's a shot. And Shields comes up with a save off of Oikel. And there's going to be 1 PEI team, Kensington. So a 5-team tournament, round robin, semifinals on Saturday, and the the Maritime Championship on Sunday. You can't call it an Atlantic Championship anymore, simply because Newfoundland will not be playing this year. But it'll still be a heck of a tournament. Andy Kanish has held the honors for the league the last 3 seasons, winning the provincial championship 3 years in a row. But this year they're going to have to take along an extra team. The last time that we saw 2 teams in the Don Johnson Cup was back in Member 2, back in 2018 or 2017, 2018, when Member 2 and East Hants played all of that week, and that was quite a final. East Hants didn't quite make it that year. And I'm just trying to think. It seems to me that Newfoundland defeated Membertou that year for the championship, but I could be corrected there. But I'm pretty sure it was Membertou that lost to Newfoundland in the Don Johnson Cup that year, 2017-2018. Eskasoni's talking about maybe putting it on next year because it'll be Nova Scotia's right to host it next year, but that'll still have to be approved by Hockey Nova Scotia. There's a pass over to number 10 for the Penguins, and he shot but didn't quite get it. And the Penguins come out with it again. Here comes Sanford. Sanford going in, but it goes wide of the Leafs net. And Graydon Mole clears it all the way around. There's Regate. And Regate misses as it goes wide of the net. We've got 8:26 to play here in the opening period. East Hants 0 and the Valley Maple Leafs 0. The Pens out shooting the Leafs 10-5 so far in this game. The Leafs with a pair of wins this weekend could finish at 12-17-1, which is, I tell you, really, really good when you consider that if they could, and no one's saying they will, but they would finish at 12-17-1 with a pair of wins. And when you consider they get off to an 0-7 start, that's just a remarkable comeback this year. Gerhardt going down the right side of the East Hants boards. Sanford has it at center ice for East Hants, but that's as far as he gets it. And the Leafs have it again. Tried to get it across to McDermott. McDermott picked up 3 assists the other night in the Leafs game. Here come the Leafs again. And a shot on Shields. Shields makes the save. There's going to be a shot from McDermott. McDermott winds up and misses the puck. Now there's Welsh. Welsh has it on the center ice. He gets it across to Thomas. Thomas going right in, fighting for it. And then McDermott goes and he fights for it. But Regate picks it up for the Penguins. Out to Diab. Diab trying to find someone to pass it to. He has no luck there. And it's back to the Penguins at center ice. Shot in. And there's a shot off Wool's stick, and it just goes wide. There's Levy. Lachlan Levy out to Heb, and the shot goes on net, and Will Shields covers up. One thing about the Leafs that they've always, more times than not, I would say probably 80% of the time this year, have played very well in the first period and very well into the second period. But it's always been in the latter stages of the game where sometimes they have fallen to taking a lot of bad penalties, and it's cost them different times this year. But they have rebounded quite a bit since that 0-7 start, needless to say. So maybe tonight will be different here. They're playing the Pens very well right now. You can talk about you like about East Hants being 24-4-0, but when you're at that age, the junior age, you want to win every hockey game that you lace your skates up for. So out there for the Leafs right now is Aiden McKenzie on one blue line and McCausland on the other. But the puck got away from McCausland, and the Penguins going down. They hung on to it for a while. And then comes up to, there's Goodwin going in with it. Goodwin and Manning, but they couldn't get a shot off. There's Manning with it again. Back over to Goodwin. No, and the puck is slips out over the blue line. There's Jake Kerlock with it. Kerlock gets it up to Manning, and then Manning loses it. So East Hants starts out with it again with Vino. puts it behind the East Hants net. Coming down to center ice, but it goes over the stick of Jake Kurlock. Graydon Mole playing it there behind the net. Jake Kurlock picks it up. He gets it across to McKenzie, I believe that is, or Goodwin for the Leafs. And now it's bang and play there in front of the net after Goodwin couldn't hang on to it. And then Manning takes it again for the Leafs. He's coming down 2-on-2. Manning looking for someone to give the puck to no success. There's the Pens going right in. And it went in too far and they couldn't get a shot off. Nice heads up pass there. McKenzie back to McDermott. McDermott takes a shot. Rebound, but the Leafs couldn't pick it up. And the Pens come back up the ice. There's a shot. And it just goes wide. Mole had his glove up ready to take it. Shot goes wide. The Pens with it in the Maple Leafs end now. There's a shot. Nice save by Mole. And the puck comes back down. Lawson for the Pens. Up to Hayes, but it's stolen away there by the Leafs. Number 12. And McDermott has it behind the net. He tries to clear it out, but to no success. And the Pens start out with Chassé. Chassé goes down, but no penalty call. The Leafs have it. They twirl around and start out, but then the puck goes down into the Pens end. The Pens have it now. They start out with it, and that's Sanford that shoots it in behind the Leafs net. Leafs grab a hold of it. Now I guess we're going to get a penalty here. That's Hansen and Heb mixing it up there. So I don't know if they're both going to get a penalty here or not. But they had a mix-up along the boards. And it's going to be Hansen and Heb both serving a minor here. Leafs, I believe, have one too many. No, it's just East Hants getting the penalty. I could have swore Heb was going to the box there. My apologies. So the Leafs are on the power play now. Excuse me. And they get it across. There's McLeod has it. McLeod to Manning. Back to McLeod. Oh, he just shoots it wide. And the Pens have it now. They're going in 2-on-2, shorthanded here. Vino has it. Vino leading the league in assists with 36 assists. There's a shot by the Leafs. And Shields goes down. Nick Vino, 4 goals, 36 assists for the Penguins this year. We're down to a minute left in the Maple Leafs power play. Mole clears the puck up. He tries to get it onto the stick of Goodwin, but to no avail, and it actually goes for an icing call on the Maple Leafs. The Valley Maple Leafs would like to thank the following major sponsors this year: Leanne Miles, Centum Home Lenders, Bryson Developments, Valley Auto, Kings Honda in Kentville, M&M Sheet Metal, and Boyd's Auto Sales. All excellent sponsors for the Maple Leafs in this 24-25 Nova Scotia Junior season. going in. Camo, he had it, but Mole comes up with the save. And we have a big thank you to our sponsors for the Maple Leafs this year, because without them, junior hockey would not be viable. And with fans enjoying it so much, and we all know what an expensive sport hockey is, and the road trips, but a big, big thank you to the supporters of junior hockey. Leanne Miles, Centum Home Lenders, Bryson Developments, Valley Auto, Kings Honda Kentville, M&M Sheet Metal, and Boyd's Auto Sales. We have more sponsors, and we'll mention them in the second period. Here come the Leafs again. That's Oikel. He's going in. We're down to the final minute of play here in the first period. McNamara has it for the Penguins. And a nice poke check there. Right off the stick as McNamara went to shoot it. Penalty now expired. There's the Pens with it, coming out of their own end. But the Leafs maintain control as Fitch shoots it in. Shields makes the save. Regate has it. Diab had it for a minute. But Fitch gets it over to Goodwin. Goodwin going down. Shoots. Nice save there by Shields. And there we have the end of the first period here at the John Parrish Jr. Rink in Windsor. The East Hants Penguins and the Valley Maple Leafs are scoreless in the Maple Leafs' second to last regular season game of the 24-25 season. And the shots on goal in that opening period, the Valley Maple Leafs out shooting the East Hants Penguins 16-15. Excellent period of goaltending by both Will Shields and Graydon Mole of the Leafs. So the teams will head back to the dressing room now, trying to figure out how they might be able to score that first goal and take an advantage here of the other team. But at the end of the first period in Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League play, we have the Valley Maple Leafs and the East Hants Penguins scoreless after one period. The Leafs out shooting the Pens 16-15. Just checking the Odotown scoreboard here. One other game tonight, and we have the Sackville Blazers and Capstone Colts tied at 2, and we'll see where we are in that game. Right now, there's 14 seconds remaining in the first period. The Colts and the Blazers are tied at 2. The Blazers, as I said, trying to clinch third place in the Fred Fox division. We'll be back in just a short few minutes for the beginning of the second period between East Hants and the Valley. Welcome back to the second period of tonight's Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League game between the East Hants Penguins and the Valley Maple Leafs. We've got a scoreless game here after 20 minutes. The Leafs out shooting the pen 16-15 in that opening period. A couple of corrections. I was referring to him as Kendall Oikle, and I don't know, that's a Kendall Oikle from years ago. It's Nick Oikle that plays for the Valley Maple Leafs and who's doing very well. He's an overager this year, and is going to be doing very well at Dow, or continuing to do very well at Dow in fishery science. So very happy to hear that when they were doing the pregame ceremonies on the overagers. And hockey authoritarian Lieutenant Governor Harry Ullich, he was telling me, I couldn't remember who won the Don Johnson Cup in 2017-2018 in Membertou, and it was actually Membertou that beat Newfoundland, not the way that I thought it was, not the other way around. So I want to thank Harry for that. There's a shot and a nice save by Graydon Mole as Devin Marr robbed blind, the leading goal scorer in the league by 1 goal. Devin Marr has 22 this year, and he just had his 23rd stolen from him by Graydon Mole. And another note from Mr. Ullich, Davis Cooper, he's out there right now, 23, playing for East Hants. He's in the final stages of his junior career, but he was a member of the Quebec Ramparts of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League when they were coached by Patrick Waugh and playing in the Memorial Cup. So he's quite a talent there. He picked up 5 assists in one game here not too long ago for the Penguins. He joined them here just very recently. So there's some notes from the first period. A person tries to be perfect, but it's impossible. And I want to thank Harry for filling me in. But we've got a scoreless draw. We played a minute 15 here in the second period. It's going to be interesting to see who ends up leading the league in goals this year, because Finn Merritt and Liam Andrews are right behind Devin Marr. Devin Marr has 22, and Merritt and Andrews both have 21. And it's I haven't noticed to see who scored for the Colts tonight, but they're tied with Sackville 2-2 after the first period. There's the teams playing it. Gerhardt. And it's picked up by McLeod. He tries to get it across to McDermott, and they battle for it along the boards. And the teams are still battling for it. Gerhardt, they're all crumbled in along the boards there, just inside the East Hants blue line. Gerhardt still battling. And the puck finally comes out to 23 Cooper. Cooper feeds it ahead to Field of the Penguins. That's Alex Field with it, but he couldn't maintain control. Kroos has it. He got it back to Field for a second, but the Leafs break up the play, and it comes out to McKenzie. McKenzie has it. He tried to get it over to Gerhardt on the far side at center ice. They just announced the 50-50 draw, but I didn't catch the number, as quite often you can't hear the microphone in this arena.
Where do you go if you win?
Oh, you got it, did you? 350?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, you did. Just take it right down to the desk. Just helping the guy here. Yeah, the desk down there at the front. Just come up with our 50-50 winner there. He had the winning ticket, and I wanted to know where to go, so I tried to help him out there. Here's the Penguins. They tried to clear it and get it back up into the Leafs' end, to no avail. Credit the Leafs for their checking so far. They're not allowing the Pens a lot of movement. I guess the winner takes home in the neighborhood of $110 tonight. But we have our winner. He's just going to find where to pick up that money. There's the Leaf. Manning picks it up on his skate there at center ice. Maintains control of it and then dumps it into the East Hants end. There's McCausland, shoots it in for the Maple Leafs. Leafs controlling it for a minute there. They got it, but the play's blowing dead. And the face-off is coming just outside the, well, where's it going to be here now? No, the referee motioning the face-off has to be just outside the East Hants blue line. There's 77 for the Penguins. McQuaid dumps it in and hustles right in, but it's taken away by the Leafs, and McKenzie bringing it out. McKenzie comes up part way and then can't get it any further before the Leafs pick it up again, and that's Dylan Manning, but it goes off the skate of Regate for the Penguins. There's been some good scoring chances here tonight, but the goaltending has been top-notch. Couple of breakaways. There's Goodwin for the Leafs. Goodwin moving in, but he's knocked off the puck for a split second. He gets it over right in front. Oh, what a save by Shields. And I believe that shot was taken by Nick Hoichel. Beautiful save. And here comes Dylan Manning with Nick Goodwin. They hustle forward along the boards. And that's Hoichel. He had it for a minute, but it's picked up again by the Penguins, who come down into the Leafs territory. Back over to Vino. And a shot. Graydon Mole makes the save. So the team's going end-to-end right here. Both goaltenders coming up with some nice saves. And they have not been scored upon yet. There's the Leafs. McDermott coming up with it. McDermott tried to get it over to Gerhardt, but to no avail. But there's the battling for it along center ice, but the Pens finally pick it up. And a shot there by McNamara, and Mole makes the save. Mole seems to be right on his game tonight, but as far as that goes, so does Will Shields. Both goaltenders playing very well. 19-18 in shots for the Penguins. Here come the Leafs again. There's McKenzie for the Leafs. And the Leafs have it behind the East Hants net. but Kurlock couldn't keep it in, and Devin Marr, he tries to take it away from a Leafs player, but to no avail. There's McNamara going in for it. Fighting with it along the boards. That's Marr with it now. And Marr can't really do too much with it. As much as he tries, it comes out to Camo on the point. East Hants with it deep in the Leafs territory, but the Leafs break out with it. There's Gerhardt. Gerhardt gonna let a shot go, shoot, scores! McLeod on a rebound. On a nice rush. Gerhardt takes the shot on net, and McLeod there to put in the rebound. And the Leafs are up 1-0. And the Valley Maple Leafs take a 1-0 lead over the East Hants Penguins. There's Cody Hebb, and he shoots it in for the Leafs, but it goes high up into the rafters and out of play. Or I should say the beams, not the rafters, but definitely out of play because there's netting all along the beams as well here at the John Parrish Jr. rink. There's Welsh. Cody Hebb with it. Cody Hebb dumps it back down into the East Hants end. Devin Marr, it comes out over. And the Pens pick it up. They scoot in at a shot, but it goes off the pad of Camo has it on the blue line in the Leafs territory for East Hants. Camo looking to see what can be done with it. And knocked down there by 9. Jasper Fitch. And it comes back down into Maple Leafs territory. Mole clears it out. And there's Levy leaving the ice. Oh, there, a real couple of good chances, but Mole comes up with some 2 big saves. Goodwin going in. He takes a shot, but it goes wide. At least keep it at center ice. Trying to see what they can do with it this time. There's McCausland had it. He was fighting with it, but it was finally taken away from him. Back out to East Hants. Mole, another save. Dandy save. Caden Kurlock not in the lineup tonight. He's dealing with another suspension. What? Oh, something happened there with Tyler Thomas. I don't know if it was his skate or his stick, but he's talking to the coach over there now. And here come the Leafs. And Mole kicks it out again. The Pens still have it for a minute. Pierce over to Sanford. Sanford shoots it wide. And here comes Eichel. Nick Eichel going down. He shoots it. And Will Shields lost it for a minute. Sanford coming back with it. He tries to take a shot. And the Leafs coming out. Tried to get it up to McLeod, but it went too far. And it's called for icing there. Owen McDermott leading the team in scoring for the Leafs this year with 6 goals and 22 assists for 28 points. Jacob Gearhart, though, leading the team in goals with 14 goals and 13 assists for 27 points. And then you have Aidan McLeod, who scored his 9th of the year tonight, to go along with 12 assists for 21 points. And Nick Goodwin. Gearhart with an assist now has 14 assists, so he's tied with McDermott for the team lead in scoring. There's Welsh fighting with a Pens player along the boards. Puck doesn't go too far as they still fight for it in behind the Leafs net. Goes back to the Pens blue line. Leafs blue line, I should say. And a nice grab there by Mole. The Penguins out shooting the Leafs 12-5 so far this period. So the Leafs are going to have to try to come back here. And even though they do have a goal here, a nice goal was Jacob Gearhart took a shot and Aidan McLeod put a rebound into an empty net. There's a shot on net there. So I guess as I've said before, you could have an advantage in the game with shots, but shots don't mean everything. A far cry from it. Welsh keeps it in for the Leafs to McLeod. McLeod dumps it over to the far side. Oh, nice check there, McKenzie. And he nailed McKinnon for the Penguins. And here comes McLeod. Or I should say McDermott. McDermott frustrated. He couldn't do too much with the puck there. And he gets off. East Hants has opened up their skating a little bit more here in this period. And another save by Mole. Outstanding so far. He had a rough outing last week there against the Colts. Him and Jackson Murphy both. But tonight, they are red hot. And they're checking well. The shots, they're blocking shots. The Pens have just taken the play a little bit more to them in this period, but not much. And the Leafs are playing well. They do have a 1-0 lead. Only 7:04 to play here in the second period. McCausland ties up the Pens player along the boards. That's Field that McCausland is tying up. There's a shot. Mole makes a save. The Leafs clear it out quickly. But no, it's taken away there by Cassé. Cassé has it. Goes into Nick Vino and Cabal. They're two steady defensemen there for the Penguins. Shot there, Mole makes the save. The Valley Maple Leafs would like to thank the following sponsors: Design Point Engineering and Survey Limited, Halifax Folding Cartons, OK Tire in Windsor, Gary and Denise Josie, Melissa Sheehy-Richard, the MLA for Hants West, and Cody Blois, the MP for Kings Hants. Sponsors that are paramount to junior hockey here in Windsor. And the Maple Leafs would like to say a big, big thank you to all of them. Design Point and Engineering Limited, Halifax Folding Cartons, OK Tire, Windsor, Gary and Denise Josie, Melissa Sheehy-Richard, the MLA for Hants West, and Cody Boyce, the MP for Kings Hants. The Maple Leafs' next home game, and while I was talking, I missed a goal there, and the Leafs are now up 2-0. That goal going to Nick Goodwin, who now scored his 12th of the year. 5:58, 5:48. And it was being controlled in the Pens in. Oh, and a nice wrist shot there by Nick Goodwin. So we're back now. It's a 2-0 lead for the Maple Leafs. Nick Goodwin with his 12th goal of the year. So the Leafs now up 2-0 with 5:16 to play here in the second period. Graham Mole has turned away all 32 shots he's faced so far tonight. There's Gerhardt dumping it in for the Leafs. Less than 5 minutes to go in this second period. And a very surprising Leafs. They've taken advantage of the opportunities presented to them, while Graydon Mold has provided standout goaltending here. And it's 2-0 Leafs with 4:35 to play. It's back on the Pens blue line. And they dump it all the way back in, but it's going to go for an icing here. And it's coming down into the Pens territory. There's the Leafs trying to control it, and it's knocked off the stick of Goodwin. Oh, and we've got an interference penalty coming up. It might be going to the Leafs here. Yep, Jake Kurlock's going to take an interference penalty with 4:14 to go here in this second period. So the Leafs will play a man down. And if the Leafs can survive this and have an excellent penalty kill, it'll put them in pretty good shape to start the third period. But the Pens manage control here in the Leafs territory. Vino and Camo back on the points here. They get it over to Rigate. And no, that's Marr. No, that's Rigate. Sorry. Rigate that takes the shot there. And, you try to get used to the numbers. You try to get used to all their names on the back. But sometimes when they're all squashed up, it's kind of hard to tell. But that's Hansen with a bullet drive on Mole. Nice save there. As the Leafs try to kill this penalty off, Vino, he got it on a stick and went to pass it back, but it goes out over the Leafs blue line. Camo now has it. And it's dumped in where the Pens really couldn't do a lot with it. Camo has it again over to Hansen. Hansen moving down. He's got Sanford to pass it back to, but the Leafs go in and they prevent too much from happening on a close checking play. And Dylan Manning chasing Camo for the puck. Manning goes right behind the Pens net. And Camo was forced to give it up. And that's McLeod who had it for a second. But Sanford breaking out for the Pens. Sanford has it. He gets back to Camo. Camo moved all the way in. Rings it off the goalpost. Oh, and the pass from McDermott to McKenzie. Just a little bit too far. That's Tyler Thomas with it. Leafs doing a very good job killing this penalty so far. Only 30 seconds left in it. And here comes Field. Alex Fields with it. He gets it back to Camo. Camo takes a shot, but he can't quite get it on net. Mole makes a save. And the Leafs clear it away after only one shot. There's Camo with it over in front. And Mole makes a save. Excuse me. 3 seconds to go in this penalty. And the play is whistled dead by the referee. There's the Leafs, and that's the end of the penalty now. They've killed it off. That was a real good penalty kill there. They allowed the Penguins a couple of good chances, but they were direct shots from out in front. We're down to 1:55 left here in the second period, and there might be a penalty coming up here. Number 4, McCausland, is it? Or let's see here now. Yes, it's going to be McCausland. He got the penalty in the first period. So the Pens just get out, or the Maple Leafs just kill one penalty off. And he's out of the box for a total of 25 seconds. And then McCausland gets one. So the Pens are going to start the third period with 8 seconds to go on their power play. The Leafs will have to do just as an effective job as they did on the previous one. Only 1:52 to play here in the second period. Maple Leafs on top, 2-0. Nick Goodwin on a beautiful wrist shot. And Aiden McLeod, as he put in a rebound from Jacob Gerhardt. And that's how the Leafs have their 2 goals here in the second period. Puck all the way down in the East Hants end. The Pens start up with it. That's Marr. Marr back to McQuaid. And it goes in behind the Leafs net. Bowl clears it all the way around. Field racing for it. Pens controlling it. Marr had it for a second. Tried to take a shot, but not effective enough to. There's McQuaid with a shot. He really can't do with it. Is it blocked there by the Leafs player? There's Marr with a shot. Graydon Mole certainly had his Wheaties this morning for breakfast, as he has been playing dynamite tonight. 35 shots, has not allowed one. There's now only 50 seconds to go here in the second period. And here come the Pens again. That's the Penguins' Devin Marr. He swoops in, but he can only go so far, and it's knocked away and knocked back down into the Penguins' end. And here comes Camo. Camo has it. He gets it across to number 9 for the Penguins. But to no avail as Mole makes another save. Face-off coming just to the right of Mole. Now the referee blew that down. And he calls for the face-off just outside the Maple Leafs blue line. 20 seconds to play here. And the play whistle dead there. McLeod, and not sure who that is for East Hants. That's Diab come up, and the gloves go up, but nothing serious happens. There, nice check along the boards there by Welsh. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've played 40 minutes of hockey here at the John Paris Jr. rink in Windsor. And the Valley Maple Leafs have a 2-0 lead on the East Hants Penguins with 1 period to go. East Hants will start the third period with 7 seconds left on their power play. The shots on goal in that period, I'm just going to take a look here. 16-15 Leafs in the first. And the Leafs had 8. And the East Hants Penguins had 21. So the Penguins outshot the Leafs 21-8. Or 20-8 in the second period. But you have to tip your hat to Graydon Mole, because Graydon Mole had some great goaltending. We'll check the Otatown scoreboard here just before leaving. And the Sackville Blazers are leading the Capstone Colts 4-3. I'm just looking to see here who scored. Finn Merritt is now tied with Devin Marr for the league goal-scoring lead. Finn Merritt has scored, so he now has 22 to go along with Devin Marr. But we'll bid you adieu. A 2-0 hockey game for the Valley Maple Leafs after two periods here at the John Paris Jr. Arena. We'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to the third period of the Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League game. The Valley Maple Leafs on top of the East Hants Penguins 2-0 as we head into the final 20 minutes tonight. The Penguins, though, out shooting the Leafs 36-23. But Graydon Mole and Will Shields, as far as that goes, but Graydon Mole more so, has just been dynamite in the Leafs net. And he's really had the Penguins scratching their heads, especially after the Penguins having such a convincing win 2 weeks ago in East Hants by a score of 10-1. But Mole, in 80% of his starts with the Leafs since he joined the team, has been just astounding with his play this year. And Will Shields is doing quite well for the Penguins, as he's allowed a real nice wrist shot by Nick Goodwin, and it was hard to get. And then Aiden McLeod put in a rebound that to the side of Shields after Gerhard had taken the initial shot. So anyway, it's 2-0 Maple Leafs, and we're into the third period. There's a shot, and couldn't capitalize on the rebound. Another shot. It was off the skate of the Leafs. That's Cassé behind the net. Got it out to the point. Mole goes off Mole's pads. Pierce has it. Pierce tries to get it over in front of the net, but to no avail. And Jake Kurlak, he tries to come up with it, but it's taken away from him by 23 of the Penguins. Cooper, a former Memorial Cup player, there. And the Penguins finally have their first goal. The Leafs stopped watching Alex Field after Mole made the initial save, and Alex Field coming in there and scoring for the East Hants Penguins. He just did a dipsy doodle right directly in front of the net. And we're only a minute 34 into this period. So it's now a 2-1 hockey game. Unfortunate to see Mole lose the shutout, but that's what happens. And the Leafs come right back. The East Hants Penguins fought long and hard for that first goal here tonight, but they finally scored a minute 34 into this third period. There's Fitch with it. He clears it behind the Maple Leafs net. And Jake Kurlak with it. Kurlak battling along the boards. And the Maple Leafs pick it up. And they start out. That's Lachlan Levy has it. Levy dumped it in. And the right out to Marr. And a save there. That wasn't Marr. Yes, it was. No, sorry, Hansen for the Penguins. And he had it all alone there, but Mole come up with it. And the Penguins right there to clear it back in. And that's number 5, Tyler Thomas. He tries to clear it up to Dylan Manning, but went all the way down for icing. There's a shot right out in front, and Camo had it, but to no avail as Mole cover it right up. The Blazers now up. It was 2-2. There was 4-2 Blazers, 4-3 at the end of 2 periods for the Sackville Blazers over the Capstone Colts. They could very well meet in the opening playoff round, depending on who finishes in third. The Colts definitely have secured second, and East Hants has definitely secured first. There's Dylan Manning, picks it up for the Leafs right at the Leafs blue line. He dumps it out. It is picked up by Diab for the Penguins. Diab decides to take it down in behind his own net, and he's going to try and start out with it. He gets past one Leafs player, and then he's knocked off the puck at center ice where the Leafs pick it up. Goodwin has it for the Leafs. Goodwin going in hard, but the Pens, Thomas couldn't beat Vino to the puck. There's Vino, a blocker save by Mole. And here comes Goodwin again for the Leafs. Goodwin coming down. Oh, right out in front of the net. Oh, Mole comes out. The Penguins just scratching their heads right now, wondering how didn't that go in. So the face-off coming over to the left of Graydon Mole in the left face-off circle of the Maple Leafs. They battle for it along the board, so it comes back out. Oh, no. Okay, it stays in. There's a shot by Pierce. And the Maple Leafs trying to clear it out here. And they do. That's McDermott. McDermott, no, he couldn't get it over to McKenzie, or McLeod, I should say. And the Pens have it. There's Pierce coming down. Pierce gets it over to Devin Marr, but Devin Marr can't take it all the way in before he's knocked off the puck. There's the Leafs breaking out with it. McDermott up to McLeod. McLeod coming in over the Pens line, but he stopped. He goes back to center ice. McLeod over to McDermott. Just going to check and see if McDermott's got an assist here tonight on one of those goals, and I'm not sure if he does. But there we go here, and we'll see here. No, McDermott hasn't been in on the Leafs scoring tonight. Gerhardt got one assist on McLeod's goal, and Tyler Thomas got the other assist. There's Fitch, and Fitch forces the puck out before Cooper shoots it back in for the Penguins. They're fighting for it along the boards in behind the Leafs net. And there goes the puck outside again. Just a note of sympathy here tonight. the Leafs would like to extend sincere condolences to longtime Windsor businessman Bob Hopper, who lost his wife today to the terrible disease of cancer. So our sincere sympathies to you, Bob, tonight, to you and your family. Here come the Leafs. Leafs at center ice. That's Heb with it. Heb shoots it, but it goes wide of the Pens net. Lachlan Levy has it. And it's battled in front of the net, but no great chances. There's Levy with it again, but he couldn't clear it back in. McNamara, Sanford that is. And that's Heb. Heb with it, but Heb is shoved into the boards there. And he couldn't do anything with it. Sanford tried to pick it up on the far side. He couldn't. And there's Jake Kurlock with it. Jake Kurlock starting out. Feeds it up to Dylan Manning. Manning lost sight of the puck there for a second. And the Pens come out with Sanford, but Sanford just takes a weak shot and then goes to the bench. And the shot never even went on net. Here come the Leafs. Dylan Manning with it. He takes it behind his own net. Manning trying to clear it out. He gets it onto the stick of Goodwin at center ice, but it just deflects off Goodwin's stick. And the puck is dumped back in. Right out in front, but the shot just goes wide. And that's number 5 for the Penguins, Pierce. Leafs and Regate and Hines all fighting for it along the boards. And that's McCausland with it. He lost it to the Pens. Back to the Pens Leafs blue line, where the Pens are going to take a shot. But they didn't. They just shoot it in behind the net. Jake Kurlock got around one of the Pens players, and he feeds it up to Goodwin. Goodwin streaking in. Goodwin going in, but a save by Shields. Nice save. As Goodwin couldn't get all the way in, and the shot went in on the pads, and the Pens come right back. Here come the Leafs. And the face-off coming back down into the Penguins' end. We are at the halfway mark of the third period. 10 minutes to play here. And the Maple Leafs still on top of the East Hants Penguins 2-1. Very satisfying way to end the season. The Leafs, of course, have one game left with Colts on Sunday night here at the John Parrish Jr. rink. But a very satisfying way to end the season with the Penguins, who they have not defeated this year. They've played 2 close games, and there were 2 routs by the Penguins. But a win tonight. And would be nice for the Leafs. It would be their 11th of the season and make them 11-17-1 going into their final game against the Colts here on Sunday night at 7:30. There's McDermott. Oh, he's hit there by number 3 of the Penguins, knocked flat. There's trying to swoop it around, but to no avail. And Mole comes up with a pad save there too. And the breakout. There's Gerhardt. And Thomas, he had it for a minute. But there's McNamara. McNamara going in, but he couldn't do anything with it. Tried to get it over to Marr, but Marr couldn't really do anything to it as he would fall flat on his face in front of Graydon Bowl. There's McDermott for the Leafs, over to McKenzie. And it goes back off Penn's defender. And McDermott, he's going to take a penalty here, and that was not needed. That was not necessary. Now, but perhaps the Pens are going to get one too. I'd have to see the replay again. No, Devin Marr, the leading scorer. And we're just going to take another look at this here. And no, we saw the tail end of it there. But they had a little mix-up there. Marr. We're just going to try to have a look at it here. But the Pens are discussing the play with the officials right now. And play was in behind the Leafs net. Comes out. McDermott and Marr right there. A little bit of a cross-check there for a second. I don't know if we're going to see this or not. But we come back. I believe we're going to see it here. Coming in. Anyway, I was wrong. McDermott is not going to the penalty box. It's Devin Marr. So the Leafs get a power play here with 8:27 to play in the game. And the league's leading goal scorer tied with Finn Merritt right now with 22 goals apiece. And the Leafs are on the power play. I don't know why the time is not up on the box, but it's not. But here comes Dylan Manning for the Leafs. Now maybe it was a misconduct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5. No, it's 5 on 5, so it was a misconduct going to Devin Marr. So there was no penalty. I saw the push down there, but sorry for the confusion. Referee obviously didn't like what Marr said to him. And Cassé shoots, but it goes wide. He takes it behind the Leafs net. Penguins trying to tie this game up right now. Not having much luck with 7:25 to play here in the third. There's a shot. And Goodwin has it for the Maple Leafs. And he clears it out. Where McQuaid picks it up for the Penguins. That was Lachlan Levy that almost had a break. There's another block there by McCausland for the Leafs. Good block. Levy fighting with 23, Cooper. Cooper, who, as I said earlier in the game, he played with the Quebec Ramparts of the Quebec Major Junior A Hockey League when they won the Memorial Cup under the direction of Patrick Waugh here 2 years ago. Some good hockey talent in this Nova Scotia Junior Hockey League. There's East Hants shooting it from the blue line to no avail. And that's Fitch with it. He controls the puck along the boards with Hansen. And they're fighting for it. They can't get the puck free. Let's see what these penalties were, because you wish you could hear the Galdarn lady talk, but you can't. Just going to see if we can take a look at these penalties and just see what was called here. It's 2-1, and we're just going to take a look at the penalties here in the third period. Owen McDermott got the misconduct. That's why we are at, and Owen McDermott got a head contact, and Devin Marr got 2 minutes for roughing after the whistle. So it was Owen McDermott with the misconduct, and a double minor, or a minor apiece. So there's, once again, I'm sorry for the confusion there, but it was 5-5 there with the players, and McDermott is gone for the game. We have less than 5 minutes to play. The Leafs hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Thanks to some solid forechecking tonight, some block shots galore, and outstanding goaltending by Graydon Mole. And you can't criticize Will Shields either, because Will Shields has allowed 2 goals, but he's played superlative as well. There's the Penguins trying to come in again, but to no avail as the Leafs break up the play. Now goes out to the point. And there is Hants. Hants couldn't do anything with it, and the Leafs try to clear it out. Goodwin has it. He gets it across to Goodwin. Goodwin going down. He takes a shot. And that's Diab, Finley Diab breaking out for the Penguins. And a save there by Mole. There's the Leafs. McCausland, Nathan McCausland. And the Penguins coming in 2-on-1. Shoot, scores! Beautiful goal. Cassé. And it's unfortunate, but the Pens have tied this 2-2 with 3:40 to play in the third period of regulation. Yep, Cassé for the Penguins. And as I said, a beautiful 2-on-1 there after the Leafs gave the puck up. And 3:40 to play here in the third. We have a 2-2 hockey game now. And Hebb is knocked down. And we are going to get a penalty call here. Number 3 for East Hants, going for slashing, I believe. Let's see now. Or was it a retaliation penalty? Oh, my Lord, it's hard to tell sometimes. You're looking right at the play here. But no, it's number 11, Lachlan Levy. And he's going to the box here with 3:22 to play. And I talked earlier about those bad penalties late in the game that the Leafs have succumbed to different times throughout this season. And it was a slashing penalty, so something Levy did not like out there. There's Vito. Pens on the power play. The Leafs have done well penalty killing here tonight. And there's a shot, beautiful pad save by Mole. Camo clears it back in behind the Leafs net. Pens have it again. They shoot another pad save by Mole. Leafs trying to get a hold of the puck and clear it out, and they finally do. Nice clearing there by McKenzie for the and the Pens have it on the Leafs blue line. Trying to see if they can score the goal here, but Mole, if he plays like he has throughout the game tonight, it's going to be tough. But the Pens still controlling play in the Leafs' end on the power play with 49 seconds left. And the face-off coming up over to the left of Graydon Mole. 2:10 to play in regulation, 2-2 hockey game, 48 seconds left in the East Hants power play. We'll see where this game takes us. The Penguins looking for their 25th win of the season. They've had 4 losses, 3 of them to the Colts and 1 to the Antigonish Bulldogs. So it could be quite a divisional final if the Colts and Penguins do meet up, but they have a ways to go before that happens yet. McQuaid at the Leafs blue line. He gets it across to Marr. Marr clears it in. The Leafs have it for a second, but McQuaid takes it again. He clears it in. And Regate has it. Regate takes a shot right on Mole. We're down to 1:45 and 22 seconds on the Pens power play. And I don't know. Something happened there. I can't believe this, but in a game like this, but Tyler Thomas has been sent off for 2 minutes. So the Leafs are now down 2 men for the next 22 seconds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how this stuff happens. The Leafs lost their cool here, and earlier in the year, it has cost them a couple of games. With these very, very late penalties, it's almost like it's a magnet stuck around their neck there for about 5 games this season when they've taken late penalties. But anyway, the case, the Leafs have still bounced back to have a respectable season, and they're trying for their 11th win of the year tonight. But they're going to be 2 men short for the next 22 seconds. East Hants out shooting them 14-9 in this period. There's Cassé with it on the blue line. Cassé can't do anything with it. There's Hansen, takes a shot, rings it off the goalpost. There's Hansen. Hansen shoots it. Mole makes the pad save. We're back down now to a 5-on-4. A minute 26 left in the East Hants power play. 1:05 left in the game in regulation. There's the Penguins swooping around the net. And there, a save again by Mole. A minute 13 to go, so if it does go into overtime, the Leafs will be playing on the penalty kill for 14 seconds of the opening 5 minutes. But let's hope it doesn't do that. Maybe the Leafs can come up with a shorthanded goal here. Face-off coming down to the left of Graydon Mole. That's Hansen. And Nick Oikel. And Oikel wins the face-off for a split second. There, nice clearing there by the Leafs. Gets it all the way back down into the Pens end. Dylan Manning watching Will Shields there. The Pens pick it up and they start out. And that's Cassé to Marr. Marr gets it back to the point. Camo over to Vino. Back to Camo. Camo looking for a setup to Marr. And a nice pad save by Mole, and it's cleared out. 23 seconds now. Vino with it. Back to Sanford. The Pens trying their best here to do something. And Mole takes a real sharp hack at the puck, and it goes out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a tie game, and we're going to overtime tonight. The Valley Maple Leafs and the East Hants Penguins. And the shots on goal in that period, 18 for the Pens 9 for the Maple Leafs in the third. And now we have a 5-minute sudden death 3-on-3. So we'll see who can pull this one out. And if not, we'll go to a shootout. I know we had a classic shootout here earlier in the year when Cody Hebb, 11 shots attempted, not a score. Cody Hebb scored on the Leafs' 6th attempt, and they beat the Blazers that night. But we'll start this 5-minute sudden death overtime. The score tied 2-2, but the Leafs will be on the penalty kill for 14 seconds of this sudden death overtime. I'd like to thank our sponsors who help the Maple Leafs keeping hockey on the ice here. And we have some great corporate sponsors. Leanne Miles, Centum Home Lenders, Bryson Developments, Valley Auto, Kings Honda Kentville, M&M Sheet Metal, Boyd's Auto Sales, Design Point Engineering and Survey, Halifax Folding Cartons, OK Tire Windsor, Gary and Denise Josie, Melissa Sheehy-Richard, the MLA for Hants West, and Cody Blois, the MP for Kings Hants. The Maple Leafs' next and final home game of the 24-25 regular season and for the season will be Sunday night, 7:30 here against the Capstone Colts. Here, the opening faceoff, and we're underway in this 5-minute sudden death. That's come out with it down in the East Hants end. The game tied at 2-2. The Leafs will be built back to full strength. They've done some very effective penalty killing here after taking those 2 penalties, and they're now back at full strength. As we're 4-on-4 till the next whistle. And there's the puck knocked off Regade's stick. And there's Goodwin. And there's the play. So we're going to go back to 3-on-3 right now. Now that the penalty has expired. That's the way it works these when there's penalties in overtime. And it's 4-on-3. Then it comes out and the it goes 4-on-4 until the next whistle. Yeah, I was going to say that's we're 3-on-3 now. As the Pens move the puck around, trying to find something to do with it there. And there's a shot that goes wide of the net. Cassé has it for the Penguins. He's still moving with the puck, but he can't find room to take a shot. He does to get it over to Camo, but Camo was forced to take it out. Back to the Pens blue line. Cassé has it again. He gets it across to Cooper. Cooper coming in with it. Cooper goes around. Takes a shot, but Mole comes up with a save. So Cooper made it around the Leafs defense, but Mole made the save. And we have still a 2-2 hockey game with 3:34 left in the 5-minute sudden death overtime period. Three-on-three hockey here. And there we have Manning. Manning stopped the Pens, but here come the Pens again with Hansen coming down. Hansen and Kamal. There's Hansen, still got control of the puck. He comes all the way around the net, but he still has control. Trying to find someone to give it to. He finally gets it over to Kamal. Kamal back out to Sanford. Sanford over to Hansen, but it goes over the net. Oh my! Look at that! Kamal went to pass it over to Sanford and right in behind the back of Graydon Mole. And he scores in overtime to give the East Hants Penguins a 3-2 win here tonight. A disappointing finish after the Maple Leafs were up 2-0, but That was Camo who shot the puck. And we have a 3-2 sudden death overtime final. Kind of a bad way to lose the game there in the sudden death overtime, but you can't blame Mole on that because that puck just simply was shot in the air and went right back in behind his back before he even realized it. 56-32, the final shots on net. So the East Hants Penguins now go to 25-4 for 50 points on the season, while the Maple Leafs fall to 10-17-2 for 22 points. We'll be back here for the final game of the season on Sunday night, the Maple Leafs and the Capstone Colts. And until then, we'll bid you a good evening. Dan Boyd saying thank you for watching Maple Leafs webcast here from the John Paris Jr. Rink in Windsor.